Zeus, king of the gods and lord of the sky. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're journeying into the fascinating world of Greek mythology to unravel the epic tales of Zeus, the king of the gods and lord of the sky. Whether you're a mythology enthusiast or just curious about ancient stories, you're in for a treat. From his dramatic rise to power to his legendary exploits, Zeus's story is packed with adventure, intrigue, and a whole lot of thunderbolts. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a snack, and let's dive right into the immortal saga of the most powerful god of Olympus. Let's kick things off with the origins of Zeus. Born to the Titans, Cronus and Rhea, Zeus was the youngest of 6 siblings. Now, Cronus wasn't exactly winning any Father of the Year awards. Paranoid by a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him, he did the unthinkable. He swallowed each of them whole as soon as they were born. Talk about a dysfunctional family. When it was time for Zeus to be born, his mother Rhea decided enough was enough. She couldn't bear to lose another child, so she hatched a cunning plan. Rhea gave Cronus a swaddled stone wrapped like a baby, and without a second glance he gulped it down, thinking he'd eliminated the threat. Meanwhile, she whisked baby Zeus away to the island of Crete. On Crete, Zeus was raised in secret, hidden from his father's tyrannical gaze. He was nurtured by nymphs and fed by the divine goat Amalthea. The Coretus, armored dancers, clashed their swords and shields to mask his cries, ensuring Cronus remained oblivious. Growing up in the idyllic caves of Mount Ida, Zeus gained strength, wisdom, and a burning desire for justice. Zeus's hidden upbringing was crucial. It set the stage for his destiny to confront his father and rescue his siblings. Little did Cronus know, his youngest son was not only alive, but preparing to challenge the very order of the cosmos. The seeds of rebellion were sown, and a new chapter in divine history was about to unfold. The Titanomachy, Zeus's rise to power. As Zeus reached adulthood, the time came to fulfill his destiny. Determined to free his siblings and overthrow Cronus, he sought allies and devised a plan. Enter Metis, the Titaness of wisdom and cunning. She provided Zeus with a special elixir, a potion that would make Cronus regurgitate his swallowed children. Disguised as an Olympian cupbearer, Zeus infiltrated Cronus's court. Offering the potion-laced drink, he watched as Cronus greedily consumed it. Moments later, Cronus was seized by violent convulsions, and one by one, Zeus's brothers and sisters, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, were freed, emerging fully grown and none too pleased with their father. With his siblings by his side, Zeus rallied them against Cronus and the ruling Titans. Thus began the Titanomachy, a monumental war that shook the very foundations of the universe. For 10 grueling years, the Olympians clashed with the Titans in a cataclysmic battle of might and will. Realizing they needed more firepower, Zeus sought out the imprisoned Cyclopes and Hecachaires, the hundred-handed giants. Freeing them from Thunderous, he gained formidable allies. In gratitude, the Cyclopes gifted Zeus the thunderbolt, Poseidon the trident, and Hades the helm of darkness, powerful weapons that would tip the scales of war. Armed with these divine tools, the Olympians launched a final assault. The thunderbolts hurled by Zeus blazed through the skies, Poseidon's trident shattered earth and sea, and Hades' helm spread fear and confusion among the Titans. Ultimately, the Olympians emerged victorious. The defeated Titans were cast into the abyss of Tartarus, sealed away for eternity. With the old order dismantled, Zeus and his siblings established a new reign. Zeus had risen from a hidden child to the king of the gods, reshaping the divine landscape forever. Zeus as the supreme god. With the Titans vanquished, it was time to establish order in the cosmos. Zeus and his brothers drew lots to divide the realms. Fate decreed that Zeus would rule the sky and become the supreme deity. Poseidon took command of the seas, and Hades claimed dominion over the underworld. Seated upon his throne on Mount Olympus, Zeus wielded unparalleled authority. He was the overseer of the heavens, the orchestrator of thunder and lightning, and the enforcer of justice among gods and mortals alike. His domain wasn't just the physical sky, but also the moral order of the universe. As the chief deity, Zeus presided over the divine assembly, resolving disputes and maintaining balance. He was revered for his wisdom, but also feared for his temper. When provoked, his wrath was swift and could be devastating. Yet he was also known to be fair and just, rewarding those who showed virtue and honor. Zeus's responsibilities extended to protecting the sanctity of oaths and the rules of hospitality. Breaking a vow or mistreating a guest was an offense he did not take lightly. His influence permeated every aspect of life, from the shifting weather patterns to the fate of empires. Under his rule, the Olympian gods and the mortal world coexisted within a structured, if sometimes tumultuous, order. Relationships and offspring. Now let's delve into Zeus's rather eventful personal life. Married to Hera, the goddess of marriage, and his sister, their marriage was a complex tapestry of devotion, jealousy, and conflict. Despite Hera's status as the queen of the gods, Zeus was infamous for his numerous affairs with both goddesses and mortal women. His extramarital escapades resulted in a pantheon of offspring, many of whom became significant figures in Greek mythology. With Leto, he fathered Apollo and Artemis. Apollo became the god of the sun, music, and prophecy, while Artemis became the goddess of the hunt and the moon. Zeus's relationship with Metis bore Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. Athena's birth was extraordinary. More on that in a bit. With the mortal woman Alcmene, Zeus fathered Hercules, the greatest of the Greek heroes, known for his incredible strength and 12 legendary labors. Zeus was quite the shapeshifter when it came to pursuing his interests. He transformed into a swan to woo Leda, resulting in the birth of Helen of Troy. As a golden shower, he visited Danae, leading to the birth of Perseus, the slayer of Medusa. Then there was Europa, whom he abducted while disguised as a bull. These relationships often stirred Hera's ire. She frequently sought revenge, not just on Zeus's consorts, but also on their children. This divine family drama led to many myths filled with trials, tribulations, and heroic quests. Despite the turbulence, Zeus's offspring played pivotal roles in the myths, shaping the ancient Greek world's understanding of divinity, heroism, and the human condition. Famous myths involving Zeus. The punishment of Prometheus. One of the most compelling stories involving Zeus is the tale of Prometheus. Prometheus, a titan known for his intelligence, had a soft spot for humanity. He defied Zeus by stealing fire from the heavens and gifting it to mortals, empowering them with knowledge and progress. Zeus, perceiving this act as a grievous betrayal, decided to make an example out of Prometheus. He ordered the titan to be chained to a remote mountain peak. Each day, an eagle, the symbol of Zeus, would descend upon Prometheus and feast on his liver. Being immortal, Prometheus's liver would regenerate overnight, subjecting him to endless torment. This punishment continued for ages until Hercules encountered Prometheus during his own adventures. Moved by his suffering, Hercules slew the eagle and freed Prometheus. Although Zeus allowed this act, the story serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of defying the will of the king of the gods, the abduction of Europa. Another fascinating myth is the abduction of Europa. Zeus became enamored with Europa, a Phoenician princess known for her beauty and kindness. To approach her, he transformed himself into a stunning white bull with gentle eyes and a sweet demeanor. Europa, charmed by the magnificent creature, climbed onto the bull's back. Seizing the moment, Zeus bolted across the sea, carrying her away to the island of Crete. Once there, he revealed his true identity. Europa became the queen of Crete and bore Zeus 3 sons, including Minos, who would become a legendary king. This myth not only explains the origin of the continent's name, Europe, but also highlights Zeus's cunning and his willingness to go to great lengths for love. The birth of Athena. Perhaps one of the most extraordinary myths is the birth of Athena. It started with a prophecy that Metis, Zeus's first wife, would bear a child who would surpass him in power. Fearing this, Zeus took drastic action. He swallowed Metis whole while she was pregnant, thinking he'd averted the threat. However, the story didn't end there. Soon, Zeus was plagued by a splitting headache. The pain grew unbearable, and he called upon Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, for help. With a mighty swing, Hephaestus struck Zeus's head with an axe, and from the opening sprang Athena. Athena became one of Zeus's most cherished children. She embodied wisdom, courage, and strategic warfare, often serving as his advisor. The Great Flood in Deucalion. In a tale reminiscent of other ancient flood myths, Zeus observed that humanity had become corrupt and impious. Deciding to cleanse the earth, he unleashed a great flood. Only Deucalion, a just man, and his wife Pyrrha were spared, warned by Zeus of the impending disaster. They built an ark and survived while the floodwaters washed away the rest of humanity. Once the waters receded, Deucalion and Pyrrha found themselves alone in a desolate world. Seeking guidance, they consulted the oracle of Themis, who instructed them to throw the bones of their mother over their shoulders. Interpreting mother as Mother Earth and bones as stones, they cast stones behind them. This myth highlights themes of divine judgment, mercy, and the rebirth of humanity. Zeus's role in human affairs. Zeus wasn't just the ruler of the gods. He played a significant role in the lives of mortals. He was regarded as the protector of mankind and the enforcer of justice. His interest in human affairs was profound, and his influence was felt in various aspects of daily life. One critical aspect was the enforcement of Xenia, the sacred code of hospitality. Zeus Xenios, as he was known in this role, oversaw the treatment of guests and strangers. Violating this code was a serious offense, and tales abound of Zeus punishing those who showed cruelty or disregard to travelers. Zeus was also the guardian of oaths. Swearing an oath by Zeus was to invoke his authority and promise truthfulness. Breaking such an oath was considered not just a betrayal to another person, but an offense against Zeus himself. Heroes and mortals often sought Zeus's favor or faced his challenges. Odysseus, for example, faced numerous trials during his journey home, some of which were influenced by Zeus's will. Yet, Zeus also aided mortals, providing guidance through oracles or intervening in times of dire need. In essence, Zeus's presence in human affairs underscored the belief that the gods were actively involved in the world. Honoring Zeus meant honoring the principles of justice, hospitality, and piety, values that were foundational to ancient Greek society. Symbols and depictions of Zeus. Zeus was often symbolized by powerful emblems that represented his dominion and attributes. The lightning bolt is perhaps the most iconic, a representation of his control over the sky and his ability to enforce his will with divine authority. The eagle was another significant symbol. Regarded as the king of birds, the eagle represented strength, courage, and justice. It was believed to be Zeus's sacred animal, often depicted perched beside him or carrying his thunderbolts. The oak tree also held special significance. Sacred groves of oaks were dedicated to Zeus, and the rustling of their leaves was thought to convey his prophetic messages. In art, Zeus was typically portrayed as a regal, bearded man of imposing stature. Statues and carvings showed him seated on a grand throne or standing powerfully, exuding confidence and authority. One of the most renowned representations was the statue of Zeus at Olympia, crafted by the sculptor Phidias. Standing over 40 feet tall, this wonder of the ancient world epitomized Zeus's grandeur and was a site of pilgrimage for those seeking divine favor. Legacy of Zeus. Zeus's influence didn't wane with the decline of ancient Greek civilization. His legacy endured, permeating Roman mythology where he was known as Jupiter. The Romans adopted many of his myths and symbols, ensuring his stories continued to be told and adapted. In literature and art, Zeus has remained a compelling figure. His tales have been retold countless times, from classical works to modern adaptations. Zeus represents themes of power, authority, and morality, themes that are universally relatable. His stories invite reflection on leadership, justice, and the complexities of divine and human nature. They serve as a testament to the richness of myth and its ability to convey enduring truths. Even in language, echoes of Zeus remain. Words like Zephyr, meaning a gentle breeze, derive from myths associated with him. Zeus's persona continues to capture the human imagination, symbolizing the timeless allure of mythology. And there you have it, the epic saga of Zeus, the king of the gods and lord of the sky. From his daring ascent to power and his tumultuous personal life, to his profound impact on gods and mortals alike, Zeus's story is a cornerstone of Greek mythology. His tales not only entertained, but also taught valuable lessons about power, justice, and human nature. Thanks for joining us on this mythological journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life and legends of Zeus, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. What's your favorite myth about Zeus? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating explorations into mythology and history. Until next time, keep the curiosity alive and the adventure going.